Hey guys, Ian Harvey here. I usually show you how to do self-massage, but today I think we're going to do some stretching. In a previous video I showed you what I would do with a shoulder that's been aching. We worked in the armpit a bit, it was all sorts of fun. But what are some good stretches? What can you do after you've got things warmed up a bit? Well, first of all, if you are having shoulder problems, if you are having range of motion difficulties where you can't get your arm into positions where you used to get it, I definitely do recommend seeing a doctor. You may need to see a physical therapist, or there might be other options like stuff I shouldn't talk about because I'm not qualified. But if your shoulders are just chronically funky, and if you've already explored the medicine route and nothing's worked for you, here are some good stretches that you can try. And these are for pretty much any sort of shoulder pain. I've heard the last one that I'm going to show you called the miracle stretch because it helps with a whole bunch of shoulder ailments. So let's get this started. What we're working on is the rotator cuff and some of this anterior musculature and fascia. And so that's stuff that's happening back here. And they do things like this with our arm. They allow us to rotate, they allow us to throw a ball or punch a guy in the face. And they act like cuffs. These rotator cuffs, they surround the head of the humerus, they grab it and they pull it in, and they keep it in place. But sometimes it can be overactive. One part can be pulling more than the other. If you've ever had a massage and they started working over here and you were like, what the heck is that? It's your rotator cuff. Okay, to the stretches. First is an easy stretch, which I plan to narrate over and play another picture during. I don't know if I'm capable of that, but we'll see. What you do is you place a hand on a door frame. You keep your forearm perpendicular with the ground, and then you lean away from your own arm as if you're about to throw a fastball. So you lean away from that arm, and you should feel this right in here. You should feel it in your pecs, and you may be able to feel a little bit in your shoulder. That stretches your internal rotators. So let's stretch the external rotators, the ones that let you do this. To stretch the external rotators, you place your hands in the small of your back, and then you bring your elbows forward. Can you feel that stretch? You should feel that in your posterior shoulder. You might feel it in your anterior shoulder, depending on whether you're having any referral of sensation. That's stretch number 2. For these first 2 stretches, I recommend doing them about 10 at a time, and starting with once a day, moving up to twice a day. So for instance, with the doorway stretch, I would start with once a day, with 10 repetitions of about this long, just a second. Just hold it for a second. With each repetition, try to go a little bit further. Then switch arms and continue. Same thing with this low back deal. Bring your arms forward, release. Bring your arms forward, and every time try to get that extra millimeter or 2 of range of motion. You're not going to see a huge change in your range of motion, but you are going to see a good 5 to 10 degree change over the next couple of weeks. The last one, the magic one, is they call them dislocates. You'll also hear them called circumductions. I just call it the bath towel stretch. Here's what you do. After you're done bathing, your shoulders are nice and warm, you've got a stretching tool right there. It's literally right there. And you grab a wide width of it. If your bath towel isn't wide enough or long enough, you may need to get something else like a broom handle or a piece of rope. Do people still have rope? Anyway. Hey guys, Ian here. So what Ian didn't realize is that if you smash a lapel mic between 2 pieces of cloth, it makes a sound like the freaking apocalypse. So let me tell you what I'm doing. I'm rotating around the axis of my shoulders, and I find a sticking point, and you kind of allow yourself to go past that sticking point. You're then going to come in an inch or so, and then rotate around again, and continue on that way until you find a good length of rope or towel or whatever. And then do a few more reps until you've done about 10 reps. What you don't want to do is cheat on this. So if you find yourself unable to do a revolution without coming to the side like I'm doing right there, or without tilting your head like I'm doing right there, then you need to come out a bit wider and keep trying this. I think I'm done doing the little, oh no, I'm doing another one. Anyway, do about 10 reps of this, and back to Ian. Again, it's going to be about 10 repetitions. The first few are just going to be getting closer and closer and closer, and those final 5 or so are going to be you going with that closest towel length. Okay, so give that a try. Again, with the rotating exercises, those first 2, you're going to be starting with 10 reps a day and moving up to 2 sessions of 10 reps. And with that towel stretch, you're just going to do that once a day after you shower and move closer for the first few reps, and for the last 5, you're going to go around and around. If any of this hurts or causes shooting pain, back off. You're doing too much. Go in slowly and expect this to take weeks rather than giving you instant relief. Let me know how this goes. Tell me about it in the comments. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.